My name's Tom, trainer from All Star Baby Safety. I am a child safety expert. My job is educating parents to the existing dangers in their home and working with them to find solutions to those problems. We're really interested in meeting Shauna today. Shauna called me about a month ago and asked me to come to her home. She has a 1-year-old son and she's yet to baby-proof her own house. So we're going to go inside and talk to Shauna about some of the things that we might be able to help her with today. Hey,
Hi.
Shauna. Hi, Tom, trainer.
Hi,
nice to meet you. How are you? That when you called and you told me this, I said, we'd love to hear about anything that you might have seen.
My husband had a cousin who the bookshelf fell on, and he actually passed away from that injury.
People go out and they buy this huge oak dresser, and they think that it's stable, but once all the drawers are forward on it, it's toppling on the children, and this is killing children, as you already know. That's horrible. That's horrible. What do you say we take a look around and see what we find?
Sure.
Great.
So we have a piece of furniture here. It's kind of a filing cabinet, heavy piece of furniture.
The files inside it aren't dangerous, so to speak. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? He's going to get a paper cut. But we don't want this, you know, even with just one. It's not my first picnic. Now, this is definitely a concern of mine. This is one of the things that are killing children. In order to discipline a child, take something away.
Put it on top.
And say,
I've heard stories of it, yes.
If you're not going to share that toy, I'm gonna take it away from you and put it up there. And then the child climbs up there to get it, and you know that's a much greater punishment than just having the toy taken away. So we're going to make sure that this is anchored to the wall. We're going to make sure that that's anchored to the wall. What I'm seeing in this looks like a main living area. This is where you guys spend a lot of time. This is where the family congregates in front of the TV. And so we want to spend a good amount of time just making this area safe so that, you know, you can relax a little bit more.
I mean, someone like me, I would just remove my hands, but I'm not sure what my baby would do.
We're not always worried about children touching a radiator. We're worried about them leaning into it, leaning backwards into it, bare-chested or bare-backed. So if it's really hot, sometimes they just freeze, and that's when the burns get even worse, okay? So we're gonna move on. So coming into the kitchen, we'll start with the stove. The big fire starter in all homes is the stove. And those knobs are definitely right within his height. So we wanna make sure that, number one, that you have a fire extinguisher in case that happens. Perfect.
The one thing I have, yeah.
Just a little bit too close to the stove.
Okay.
Because if there is a fire, it might not blow up, but it will be hard to get to. Generally, what I recommend is keeping it far away as possible from the stove, but I like that it's out in view. You know, you're standing here, you're holding the baby. You're holding the baby, and he reaches out and grabs a knife, and you don't realize he's got that knife in his hand until you put him down in his crib, and you're like, hey, let me take that. On a whole, I'm going to say that your house is definitely at a 10 now for danger. You have a very dangerous home, and I want to try to get this down to a 2 or a 3, okay? So that you could sleep a little bit better tonight.
I'm going to get a shame on you when I get back to work.
So we're all done child-proofing Shauna's house. Do you feel safer yet?
I think so.
You think so?
You have to show me what. Yeah, we got.
First of all, we found a furniture bracket. The furniture bracket was actually applied by Shauna's father-in-law, or she's covering for her husband, we don't know. This was the furniture strap. This is really not acceptable as a furniture strap, even though it does come in some furniture kits. When you're putting the furniture together, this is what they'll give you. This is not acceptable. We've used a safety first furniture strap. We're all safe here. You can hang on this. It's not going anywhere. So it looks like you have a new stove. We've used baby-proofing knob covers on your stove for you. In order for an adult, you will pinch, open up, turn on. Oh, should I heat up dinner?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So after doing everything,
I feel, yeah, much better. I feel like
we started off with a 10 on the unofficial safety rating for your house. How do you feel? What do you think you have left?
5, 4.
I was going to say about the same thing. You're at about a 5 now. But even if we just fixed one thing, the whole day was worth it. I think you'll be all right.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.